It's a big-time game for Tulsa, trying to break Tennessee's streak, and Tennessee on the other end trying to keep it alive. Going to conference play undefeated. Their first conference game of the season will be on the road against Texas A&M in College Station right around the early January, and we got the tip going, and we are underway here in West Palm Beach. My name is Landon Coggins here on Baller TV. And Cooper's still averaging right around 19 points a game, leading the team in that category. Trying to get her started early, and Spearman, spot-up jumper, gets fouled on the way up. We'll see if they start going into that once we hit the inbound here. And Zee Spearman knocks down the first. Take a look at Angie Nelp in her fourth season with the Golden Hurricane. And Zee Spearman goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and already that early pressure. Icing in there as well. It's dumped down, and Maddie Cartwright, another one of those big-time players for Tulsa. Elise Hill, big-time three, knocks it down. Icing in the starting lineup today. She had 10 points yesterday. Picked up a three-pointer to add to that, and there's the star, Talaysia Cooper. Kick out for Spear on the way. Too strong, back of the iron, rebound still in the air, and it ends up with the Golden Hurricane running in transition. It's a kick out for Cartwright off the front of the iron, big rebound. Kick out for Hill, thought about a three, leaves it off. Ison steps into a three, too strong. Another offensive rebound for the Golden Hurricane, and Ison slams into the lane and knocks it in. Tulsa is starting off fast. And there's Whitehorn, had 15 yesterday, goes up and over and gets a friendly roll and gets the bucket. That full court pressure, Ison almost dribbles into a double team, able to get it past half court. There's Cartwright with the free lane to the basket, takes on Spencer, and one counted. 35 points off the bench, and that comes from a platoon swat that really Coach Caldwell likes to utilize. Spencer now leading the charge. There's Whitehorn, kick out to Spencer, who had 3 threes yesterday, and off the mark. It'll be out of play. Tulsa ball going the other way. That's a Hail Mary pass, and it ends up with Hill, Ruby Whitehorn in defense, but it's not enough. Elise Hill gets the bucket on the foul. Not shooting, so it'll be on the floor. Talaysia Cooper, top of the key. Three is connect. Corner three for Hill on the way, off the back of the iron, rebounded by Boyd. That's stolen, and Cartwright with a free lane to the basket, lays it up and in. Whitehorn now leaves it off for Hollingshead, going to work in the lane. A nice move and gets the bucket. Full court pressure applied, and there's Perriman, who's a forward, but able to control the point. Flies in the lane, goes over the top, and charge is called. It's a kick out left wide open is Darby off the iron, and it'll be a foul. It's Alyssa Latham at the line for the Lady Vols. She's averaging right around 5 points a game for the Lady Volunteers, and she knocks down both, so Tennessee takes the lead. Their first since Delaney Crawford now drives in the lane, up and under is good. Kick out to Whitehorn, drives in the lane on Perriman. Good defense from Perriman, and forces the contested shot and the block, and there's Hill. Spot up three on the way, no good. Strap for the ball, and it ends up back with Tulsa. Hill on the way up and gets the bucket. Tulsa back up by 4, moving it down the floor quickly. It's right inside for Hollingshead. Spot up jumper, banks it in. Looks like Tulsa has kind of moved into his zone. We saw that a little bit yesterday. mismatch. Ison goes in on Hollingshead. Good backdoor cut there from Clacton, goes up and under. Great find from Ison. Spear running in transition, and a foul is called. Nope, Golden Hurricane team, and team shooting 100% from the line so far, and they continue on. They've gone 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Trim that lead to 2. And Pearman left alone, leaves it off for Hill. Hill spot up 3 in the corner, too short. Rebounded there by Puckett. Talaysia Cooper back out on the floor. Leaves it out for Spearman, and Puckett spot up 3, top of the key, and it's good. Tennessee back on top by 1, and now Elise Hill drives it on Spear. Left hand runner is good. Their largest lead of the ball game is 5, and that's also the largest lead for any team. Cooper tried to force that one into Spearman, who fights off some Hurricane defenders and banks it off the glass. Tennessee by 1. Hurricane able to break the pressure. Maddie Cartwright drives in and gets fouled on the way up. She'll have, back in November, she went 8 for 8 from the line, but she's scoring right around 9 points a game and also averaging right around 5 boards to add to that. Lexi Fouch also checks in for the Golden Hurricane. Saw her yesterday, got a lot of minutes. Big screen there by Spearman, pick and roll. Try to get Spearman open, just goes in and out. Cooper gets the miss and puts it up and in. Look to them to go right around 8 or 9 seconds on the game clock. And Cartwright will take it. Corner 3 for Hill on the way, just off the back of the iron. It's rebounded there by Pearman, and it's a foul. It's been a fast first quarter. And she's off the front of the back of the iron on that one, and that will be how the first quarter ends. It's been a back and forth matchup, but could not. Tennessee faithful out here, a lot of orange in the crowd. Sara Puckett spot up 3 on the way, off the back of the iron, rebounded by Tulsa. Elise Hill slows it up. Pearman leaves it off for Cartwright. Saw this motion offense from Tulsa earlier, trying to break that man defense. Kick out in the corner for Pearman. Shot clock winding down, off the mark, and rebounded there by Spearman. Cooper drives in the lane, runner on the way, gets the friendly roll, and finds the bottom of the net. Tennessee back up by 4, tough inbound. Ison picks up her dribble, gets it out to Cartwright. Cartwright into the lane, driving in on 2 Tennessee defenders. Tennessee slowing it up, getting their offense started. Inside of Spearman, just takes the jumper and splashes that one. Tennessee out to their biggest lead of the morning. It's another traveling violation. It's Oklahoma, newcomer to the SEC, back in Knoxville on January 5th. Right around 8 minutes to go here in this second quarter. It's Tennessee back on offense, and they find Cooper underneath and up and in. Bradley thought about a 3, now drives in. Shot clock inside 10, and another turnover. They were able to score 11 points off of those. Spearman immediately doubled, drives in the lane, takes it herself, just off. Puckett gets the board and cleans up the mess. So the inbound play for the Tulsa offense. Shot clock reset to 20. Great move there from Cartwright, and in and count it. And off the mark, still Tulsa struggling from the charity stripe. Big three from Whitehorn in the corner and knocked down. Whitehorn's up to 5 points. And that one's forced into traffic. It deflects off the referee, stays in play. Puckett diving on the floor to Stramford and ends up in the hands of Jewel Spear. And Tennessee's up by 13. Trying to slow it down. Cartwright leaves it off for Crawford. And a lot of chaos. Crawford drives in the lane, takes on Spearman. Nice step back and floats it in. Spencer, Darby, and Hollingshead. That's the 5. Kick out for Spencer. In the corner and knocked down. Eisen plays off a screen, goes up and under Whitehorn, but off the mark, and it's lead pass up to Latham. Count it. Off the mark, hits the back of the iron. It's Tennessee still leading by 16, and that one's just forced up. No one in sight, but it ends up with Tulsa. And it's a traveling violation on Eisen. Tulsa's got to figure out a way to break this full court pressure from Tennessee. It's been forced them into fits. Talaysia Cooper leaves it off for Spearman, goes up and under, and Spearman, clock now just inside the three-point line, leaves it off for Perriman, cutting in front of the lane, no good. No scoring for this Tulsa offense in the past 3 minutes of play. Backdoor cut, trying to find Spear, cutting her sister, Edie Darby. She's also on the team. Saw her hit a big three yesterday, which got the Tennessee fans hype. But Whitehorn gets fouled. Puts the first one up and makes that one. And knocks down the second. Still got another game after this. It'll be Alabama facing off against Richmond. Alabama, on upset alert yesterday, they put up a big win over Michigan State, who was ranked at the time. Great work there from Kennedy Alexander. She gets her first points of the ball game, and big three on the way from Spear, and she connects. Full court pressure still applied. It dribbles into a double team and trying to force something and turns the ball over. Tennessee now just resetting. It's a big three from Spear again, and she's on fire. Back-to-back threes from Jewel Spear. She's got 8 on the ball game. Tennessee's on 5 of their last 7. Able to get past half court. Perriman steps into a 3 on the way, short. Staying with Tulsa. Wow. Bangs into the corner and got some players down. So it's Jewel Spear taking free throws. And she knocks down both. Shot those. It was a flagrant foul called on Paige Bradley. I believe it was a flagrant number 1, so she'll be able to stay in. Sara Puckett right in the pocket. Gets it. Tulsa's got to figure out a way to break this press. Forced into 4 turnovers over the last 4 minutes. Cartwright drives in the lane, kicks it out for Crawford. Crawford tees up a 3, knocks it in. Crawford up to 7 points. That's her first three-pointer of the afternoon. Zee Spearman now drives in, a lot of height, puts it up, just in and out. Spearman's already gone 2 for 2 from the line. And she'll make that 3 for 3. So far, it's just been all Tennessee in a big collision down low between Cooper and Cartwright. So we resume play here. Tennessee leading the charge. 26-point lead and make that 28 off the hand of Sara Puckett. And a push-off called on Eisen. Her first, team's 5th. Whitehorn top of the key, leaves it off for Spencer. Zee Spear in the corner, thought about it. Shot clock just inside 15. Sara Puckett tees up a three and connects. Ison now gets it. Spearman on her. Shot clock winding down, drives in the lane, kick out for Hill. Three on the way from Crawford is too short. Looks like a foul down low. She'll knock down the first. And she knocks down the second. She goes 2 for 2 from the line. Fouch averaging just around 2 points a game. Adds that there. Shot clock winding down. Tennessee trying to get the last shot. It's Puckett who has had the hot hand, and she stays hot. And that will be it for the first half. It's all Lady Vols here. It's a 32-point lead for Coach Caldwell and the Tennessee Lady Vols as we head into the halftime break. But we got second half coming at you. And don't go anywhere after this one. It's Alabama facing off against Richmond. Zee Spears takes a tumble. That's her fourth. Sara Puckett gets an open lane to the basket and stays hot. Harriman now drives in, leaves it off for Crawford. Step back three on the way, off the mark, rebounded into the hands of Spencer, and then ends up with Puckett, and she just hurls that one down the court, intercepted by Elise Hill. Hill leaves it off for Crawford, up and under with the right hand is good. All the way up the floor to Spearman. Got 3 Hurricane around her. She goes up with the left, right over top of Perriman. Spearman's got 11. Kick out for Crawford. It needs to get hot and does. Finds the bottom of the net. And all the way forward, Spear open lane. It gets deflected on the way up. Tennessee bench. Shot clock winding down just inside 10 seconds. Crawford got to put something up. Leaves it off for Klatt. Klatt drives into the lane, runner on the go, and is good. All the way down to Whitehorn. She leaves off for Latham and gets blocked, but Latham will have some more shots at the free throw line. Tennessee faithful still in the building. Got a lot to cheer about and looking again for another championship. Crawford open shot. Hits the rim a couple times and off the mark. It's Tennessee now running the other way. It's led by Boyd. Boyd leaves off for Spearman, top of the key three. Just hits off the back of the iron. Stays with Tennessee. Corner three on the way from Spear is good. Really come alive ever since that second quarter, and that's a big three from Hill on the way, no good, off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Spencer, and football throw ahead. Whitehorn thought about a three, now drives into the lane. A runner on the way is good. Whitehorn's got 9 points on the game. Cartwright now drives in on Puckett with the right, fouled on the way up. Goes in and out on the first. Free throw shooting for this Hurricane offense not been where it normally is. They're 3 for 11 from the charity stripe. They've made it all 42 years of the tournament, trying to make it 43, and Whitehorn gets it with the left. Crawford now dribbles into a double team, and it's a foul. Kansas City as well as Montana yesterday. They'll try to make a new streak coming along. And Cartwright, she goes 2 for 2 from the line. Going up to 10 points on the ball game. Both teams in the bonus, so both will be shooting 2. Spencer spot up 3 on the way off the back of the rim, rebounded by Whitehorn. Another 3 from Darby in the corner, got it. Pull off what they feel like is an upset facing off against Alabama, but it's icing going up and off the mark. Rebounded there by Crawford, and she gets fouled on the way. Sara Puckett checks out. She's got 4 fouls in foul trouble. Still leading the charge for that Lady Vols offense. 2 for 10 from the three-point line. And she'll go perfect 2 for 2. Just under a minute left to play in the third. Runner on the go. Off the mark, gets her own misses. Cooper leaves it off for Spear. Spear straight away 3, no good. Rebounded by Perriman. Up the floor over to Cartwright. Cartwright thought about a 3, steps into one, leaves it out wide for Perriman. Shot clock just under 15. Matthews thought about a 3, leaves it off for Perriman. Shot clock inside 10. Tulsa's got to get something to go. Ison now drives in, leaves it up, and fouled on the way up. And she'll knock down the first. And she'll knock down the second. And so now after 2 turnovers, one from Tennessee, one from Tulsa, it'll be Tennessee ball underneath. Game clock down to 5. It's Spear driving in the lane, gets blocked at the rim. 1 second left, just try to heave something up at the buzzer, no good. Their largest lead was 37. Crawford leading the scoring for the Hurricanes, still with 14. Leaves off for Ison, driving into the lane with the left hand, off the mark. She's a 38% field goal shooter as well as 35% three-point shooter, but Cooper goes over them all with the right hand. And Cartwright now drives in, spins, and fouled. She makes the first. Cartwright's second attempt is good. So the southpaw out of Greenville, Tennessee. Strickland now drives in, leaves it off for Boyd. In the corner is Spear, wants another one and gets it. Matthews drove in on Darby, now kicks it back out to Perriman. Shot clock just inside 5 seconds. Got to put something up. It's Clack on Darby. Got to put something up and does. And just at the end of the shot clock, gets that one up and in. Latham now finds Darby, cutting back door and blocks. It cleans up the miss and one. And Latham trying to connect the three-point play and off the mark. Hits the back of the rim. Rebounded by Spearman. Spearman now drives into the lane, barreling in, goes up with the right and fouled. Her first double-double of the year. She had 18 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 blocks against that. And she'll go 1 for 2 from the line. She's got 12 points on the night, but getting that full court pressure. Darby, she's gonna have to hurl something up. Just referee blows her whistle. It will be a 10-second violation. 5.5 left in the fourth. Puckett now leaves it off for Darby in the corner. Got it, Darby. The native gets the crowd on their feet. That's her second three-pointer of the tournament. And that's a big 3 from Crawford, and she knocks down one of her own. She's got 17. Tennessee up by 37. Cooper now drives in, runner on the way, gets a friendly roll and finds the bottom of the net. Now leading the charge, Alexander goes up with the right hand and knocks it in. She's got 4 points. Assisted there by Matthews. In the corners, Darby, she leaves it for Spencer. Spencer now into Hollingshead. It leaves the back door for Whitehorn. Great cut and a great bucket. Crawford steps into an open 3, too short. Rebounded there by Whitehorn. She's up to 13 points as well as 4 rebounds. Tennessee just kind of slowing it down. Just under 3 to play. It's Darby now driving in, leaves it out. Wells spot up 3 on the way, good! But out of the timeout, it's Tulsa ball. Right cut there. Clack found Alexander wide open, and a good bucket from her. She's up to 6 points on the ball game. Now left alone in the corner. Spearman trying to get a 3 in. It connects. Spearman's got 15. That one's given away. Strickland going the other way. And is this 100? It is. 101 points for the Lady Vols. That's their 5th time this season eclipsing 100. Defense to offense for Strickland, and corner 3, good. Just under a minute to play. 3 by Strickland, hits the back of the iron, no good. And gets blocked by Spearman, but Clack heads up play, able to clean up the miss. So Tulsa will go down to 6-6 on the season. Again, back in action on the 29th, back home against East Carolina. Tennessee will improve to 11-0 on the season. They'll face off against Winthrop. Shout out Baller TV. And Boyd goes 1 for 2 from the line, so it's a 41-point lead. Shot clock is off. Got 20 seconds left. It's in the hands of Hill. Just under 10 to play. It's in the hands of Alexander. Step back, no good off the mark. It's strapped for the ball. Rebounded by Puckett, and that is how this one ends. It's Tennessee 102, Tulsa 61. Tennessee improves to 11-0. They'll be heading back home to Knoxville, face off against Winthrop for their next time out. Tulsa also heading back home, taking on East Carolina. Conference play looming for both of these teams, but an absolute pleasure to have both of these teams in the building here at the Rubin Arena.